There are different kind of businesses, essential services, non-essential, technological businesses, as well as traditional businesses. As a result of COVID, some businesses still have decent revenues, but some have negligible revenue. Some might see the impact for a quarter, some might see the impact for a year. Let us begin by understanding what are the HR challenges we are seeing in this current environment.
Thanks, Priyanka. I think, in unison, we should all believe, and we all believe that these times are definitely um, are changing times, I should say. As Mitesh rightly said, rather than using the term unprecedented because that is being used by everybody, I think this is the new order of the world. In this new order, I think there are a few things which will also need to be relooked at, and one would need to consider more from an entrepreneurial perspective and from a business owner perspective, especially. So when we spoke of the VUCA world all these years, VUCA stood for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. In the new order of the world, I'm tempted to take up something which I heard from a very, very renowned educationist just the other day over a webinar where we were together. Is V would stand for vision, U would stand for unity, C for compassion, and A for agility. And this resonates to what Nitesh mentioned, that you have to reskill yourself, you have to think of different ways of running business, and that is where agility comes into place. So if an organization needs to survive through this entire period of change, agility is extremely important. One needs to look at opportunities rather than looking at the negative side of what we are all probably going through, and identify what is it that one can do differently and what is it one should look ahead for. Where are the area which are the areas basically where one would find their people would be able to contribute in a greater manner. The other aspects, I think, as business leaders, what they need to probably also look at are the 7 C's, which is remain calm, be confident, keep communicating. I think this is the key: communication, communication, and communication. Because anxiety levels across the organization, across your business, across your stakeholders, whether they are your customers, they are your supply chain, they are your employees, everybody is going through an anxious period. And it's only communicating with them that will bring about some semblance of and sanity into people looking at things in a more positive manner. The fourth thing one needs to also keep in mind is the cash, which Sukumaran sir said very clearly that yes, that is something which one needs to definitely consider being a business owner. The other thing is think about the community around you. Compassion, I've already mentioned, and collaboration. These are times where one would definitely need to collaborate to enhance the business proposition and the opportunities that might that will be thrown up in this kind of an environment. There could be a lot of areas where you have particular strengths, your competition did not have the same strengths. This is the time to collaborate, bring about your resources together, and work together. Ultimately, it's all people driven. However technologically savvy we might get into, and have the internet and have the online systems and everything, but ultimately you need the right people to run those businesses and run technology. So ultimately it all boils down to the people behavior. So all these aspects which I mentioned are all behavioral in nature and related to people and how they would react and how they would deal with the situation. Yeah, Priyanka, just to add what Mitesh mentioned, a
Yeah.
very interesting area which can be, also which we've started doing and consulting a lot of our clients, is that this is the time to build up a mentoring program, because that is one way where a lot of engagement, a positive engagement starts with within the entire staff. Um, so what you've in the normal course of business, there's a lack of time or there is lack of initiative, which at most places is used as the lack of time is used as an excuse. I think this is the time when the mentoring program will really work. This will help in many ways, multifold ways, right? One is you're talking of an employee's career path, because when you're mentoring somebody, you are ensuring that the person looks ahead and how his or her career can be built. Secondly, you are sending out a very positive message saying that you are valued. The third thing is you're also building up, this can be used to build up skill sets with a lot of online programs and all that are happening today, like the webinar we are on today. There are many, many webinars happening through the days with various forums, various institutes. This can be used. Fourth, as Mitesh rightly mentioned and Hiren mentioned, that it's a time where the family too gets involved. So when you're actually mentoring the individual, you are not just mentoring the individual, but you're also engaging with the family. And it sends a sense of belonging uh, to the family and to the individual that, we are united in this time of crisis, and in this time which is a very, very different one, which probably, we would not see, we would only see in our lifetime once, and this will lead to enhancing productivity. It will increase your efficiency levels because the person is thinking more positive rather than taking a backseat and saying, my anxiety levels are going to be taking over my thought process. There will be more innovation, there'll be more business mindedness that will come in, and they'll contribute in a larger